Hey, hey, hey. Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness. It's Jody, your money coach. If you haven't been following, I have been doing Financial Wellness February. Today is the 28th, which would actually normally be the last day. But surprise, we get a bonus. This year we have 29 days. So can you believe that? Wow. Um, I don't I can't believe I'll tell you, last week was really hard to not break the streak. So I just want to encourage you guys with all the tips that I've been giving. The biggest name of the game is not giving up, not saying I'm just not good at this. I just can't do it. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at my hair and I'm like, okay, it looks a little. I'm in my car, so I'm getting it done. I left my little thing that stays in my car and holds my phone holder. So I'm just doing it old school. And that is kind of the tip today is old school. Okay. Um, I know that there is so many amazing new ways to track everything, new ways to do everything. There's a lot of great, we are of such, so I'm Generation X. Okay, if you didn't know, I'm 52 years old. I was born in 1971. Okay. I'll be 53 in um, October. My name is Jody Gambini. I have 28 years experience in the financial industry. I was a financial planner, investor, had all the licenses. Since 2019, I launched Connecting the Dots coaching, consulting with the Holy Spirit. So it's a Holy Spirit filled coaching. And then in 2022, I retired as a financial advisor, kind of disengaged my licenses, which has allowed me to talk a lot more publicly and really help people with things. But the one tip I wanted to really give you guys is many, many times it seems like in this information age where we can do so many things, we can watch it YouTube, we can do this training, we can do that training, we can do this challenge, we can really get a whole lot of information. And so I'm Generation X, but all you guys that are younger than me, that are Generation Y or millennial, I have a question about that. I don't think anybody can answer it, but am like, okay, why are there baby boomers, which is my mom, and then my generation is just called Gen X, Generation X, and then we have the millennials, which are Y. So by the way, baby boomers are actually, let's see, WX. So they're Generation W, okay? We're Generation X, which I think I was born in 71. I'm kind of right in the middle. I think it's to like 78, 80, 82. Sorry, 82 is, so I'm kind of in the in between. And then there's Generation Y, millennials. Then we have Generation Z. So it's funny because every other one has a name. You've got the baby boomers, and this is just an interesting fact you learn as a financial advisor because we were trained a lot on all the different generations and how to teach and help people and ask the right questions because each generation's a little bit different. But if I could give you a word of wisdom, you have to take action and just try it, whatever it is. And then, and where I say old school is because there are so many apps, so many cool things to track your spending, to track your stuff. But honestly, I recreated this kind of more like an Excel spreadsheet, but it just tracks what you think you're spending over what you're really spending. And then you just kind of reroute it every 30 days. And you would be shocked how much it changes because you kind of have to have all kinds of categories that aren't in a bunch of the other places. And so I would call that very old school. It's not, even though, shout out, to Dan Beaver because he recreated this with his incredible skills, and so it's pretty awesome. But I just think sometimes the just writing things down on paper, doing something basic, but here's the thing, it's the accountability. I call it old school because no matter how much you learn, how much you do, it's the accountability of looking at it. Like, okay, how did we do? I have a friend right now, and she is doing 29 days of healing, and she is raising money for her healing center right now. And when she told me how much, I went and sometimes we need to look at things just differently. It's like I still need 70,000. Well, when I looked at it, I'm like, I think it was 30% or 20%. And so now I notice she just said we only need 8%. So sometimes using a percentage to look at how well you've done, because you want to track your practice and you want to track what you're doing. So, however you're tracking it, it's something easy and doable that you can see either the progress positive or the progress negative, which is okay. Because I always say life is a beta test, guys. So we're constantly a beta test to me is something that you're trying anytime do a new mentorship, mastermind. I normally have a beta test group just to see what works and what doesn't work. And then we make it better. So beta test is amazing because it's you test it out, you test it on some people, you ask some questions, and you see how it goes. So whatever you're doing in your financial, I just encourage you to have something that you are testing back and forth. So if you look and you're like, oh, the last 3 months, okay, I don't know what happened, but I was late on this bill. I was late on this. I know my taxes are due, and now I'm having to file. That's okay. Don't beat yourself up, but go, okay, what did I do last year? Or is there something that I kind of forgot? Like I've started back at my Fly Lady, which kind of tracks just basic things every single day to keep up on all your house chores. And I'm like, I did it for years. I fell off track with it. I've been doing it for 2 weeks and I am making progress. So that is my tip today. I don't know what, I'm excited to see what we're going to do tomorrow. And God's already been showing me some things for March. Don't know if I'm going to be able to announce it all tomorrow, but stay tuned for March 1st. It will be Campfire Friday. So I may be doing some announcements there, but I've got a few things in the works. I don't have all the clarity yet. So things to come. Just remember, we just break that perfection, that needing to be perfect, that performance of we got to perform. And I just release God's grace to fall in the rhythms of God's grace over this all. See you tomorrow. I can't believe tomorrow's the last day. Rob, if there's anything you would love me to talk about tomorrow.